What is up, guys? This is Dorks here, and I'm here bringing you guys a review from Dishonored 2, Emily, powers, and everything else, and stealth, and also in low chaos and everything. Uh, for Emily, when she has this thing called Blink, which is called Reach, Far Reach, I believe. There's a couple times where it won't really grab that much, and it's really just like a hard song way and shit. But so there's that, and then she has other abilities too. But then you start from scratch from like one power, and you can get more powers and for you finding these objects, the relics, and then these other things that give you perks to help you out on in the game and stuff like that. And so technically the game is supposed to be stealthy or full-on killing, to have high chaos or low chaos to get different endings. And then basically the director said that there's 4 endings, so there must be 2 endings for Emily, two endings for Emily, and two endings for Corvo. So it's basically stealth and high chaos, and stealth and high chaos for both characters, and you have different personalities and that stuff. Well, when I did the first one, I was like, okay, it's good and stuff like that, and there's another level where you don't have powers at all, so it's kind of difficult since you're so used to the powers. Um, the boss is pretty disappointing. I mean, I was kind of hoping more of a challenge sort of way, but it was pretty disappointing. Not like in a bad way, but also not in a good way, sort of. But but yeah, and and then the freaking uh and then the weapons and all that stuff are great. There's a lot for you to choose, and but if you want to go high chaos or not, the robot there is such a pain in the ass because you can't really deal with them a couple times. And I'm playing as a hard mode. That's why I'm trying to run away and I'm trying to be stealthy and shit. Um, but but uh, but there's 9 missions. Kind of sucks, but it's whatever though. And then there's also like, let's see, they last like an hour, 2 hours. It depends if you're going stealthy and stuff like that. I'm also doing high chaos, which I'll do that later. That's why I'm going to put this part one of the review. But but yeah, and then I'm trying to do the bosses how to get them not killed, but if you don't want to kill them, you have to find another way how to prevent them to lose their powers or lose something that's precious to them. So that's another thing, and then uh, and there's other crap as well though, but I kind of forgot for a bit. But but yeah, this is Emily. She has her powers. She has a little bit glitchy as well. Her fighting style is she's still new at it and stuff, so she ain't that fast as Corvo. And people say that you have to choose which character you want to play as and stuff like that. That's why I'm doing Emily. And Emily is like she is fun, but then she's kind of weak in sort of way because they kind of look like the developers were trying to do something cool, and they kind of did, but then she also lacks in a couple things that Corvo does, and it's just very just like shit. But but yeah, and then I'm trying to keep this non so spoily, so I'm just trying to keep it low for you guys, so you guys to see if you want to play it or not. If you guys want to buy this, go ahead. It's still a bit glitchy a little bit, but if you want to buy this, go ahead. I didn't buy it because I don't have the money for it yet. And for me, it's kind of more like, mm, for me, it's kind of more like if you're bored with games and if you want to play a stealthy game and have a good ending and stuff like that. Which playing a stealthy is pretty challenging. You can get pretty rewarded too because you actually feel for not killing anybody at all. But and I'm also doing the killing part, but I do that later. But for Emily, for her powers and everything, although she, for some reason, I struggle to freaking grab certain places to do and stuff like that. So I'm giving her powers an 8. The gameplay is pretty solid 8 as well. The story, it lacks a little bit, just a little bit, not much, just a little bit of story, but it's hardly there and people hardly care about it. But the story is there. But if you don't care about the story and just want to kill people, I mean, go ahead and get it. But the story, it felt pretty rushed in the beginning. Like they're all like, oh, you. Well, I don't want to tell you how it is, though. It just feels rushed. Um, So yeah, and that's why I'm doing it, and I'm pretty much giving this a pretty solid 8, I guess. Solid 8, it'll be fine. And yeah, and I hope you guys do enjoy this, and then I'll just end it off there, and see you guys later for next time for my review part 2 as Corvo and his powers and that other stuff. But it ain't the stealthy one, it's gonna be the high chaos one. And then once I have those 2 parts out, I'll have another video and explain the full on details what is the difference between the low chaos and the high chaos, because I felt pretty disappointed once I did the high chaos because it wasn't really that much big of a change. But I'll tell you guys later full on depth about it and see how it is. So either way, that's it. I'm Flyverse is out, and keep you guys respectful, and then I hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your day, or the evening, or whatever the heck it is, maybe the next following day, whenever the hell you watch this video. So see you guys later.